important question. Can I apply for a 190 or 189 after getting a 491? You cannot. So once you have a 491 visa, you cannot apply for 189 and 190. Now, the only pathway you have is to keep the 491, meet the 3 years living and working requirement in a designated regional area, and then apply for 191. That is also a direct permanent residency application, but you have to meet that 3 years of conditions which is on your 491 in order to apply for 191. Hope that helps. Another important question. Can I apply for a 190 or 189 after getting a 491? You cannot. So once you have a 491 visa, you cannot apply for 189 and 190. Now, the only pathway you have is to keep the 491, meet the 3 years living and working requirement in a designated regional area, and then apply for 191. That is also a direct permanent residency application. Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja. I'm a registered migration agent and co-founder of Thinka Consultants. After a month, we are back with another live session, especially in terms of the state sponsorship and upcoming invitation rounds for Department of Home Affairs towards the Australian immigration. So exciting news are coming up. Lots of invitations for 190 Victoria. Western Australia also started last month. And then we have lots of visa applications being granted, especially for 190, and lots of 491 are still pending, which would be processed very soon. So we'll take the questions from whichever the stream you would like to ask, even if it's student visa 476, PR 491, 189, whatever. Each and every question I'll try to answer today. We'll try to make this session knowledgeable and informative. So at least if you're planning to apply for an Australian immigration down the line, then it will help you out. So let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll start with Victoria State Sponsorship, why they are inviting, to whom they're inviting, and recently what successful stories we have got it. So we'll discuss about that one. So at least you can then, have a better idea to where the immigration is going. So let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll discuss about Victoria. Thank you. We have got another very important question. Can I apply for a 189 visa while I'm on a bridging visa? You can, yes. There is no hindrance that you cannot lodge a 189 visa. Only visa, bridging visa E, that won't allow you to lodge any visa while you are on a A or B. That's perfectly fine. You can lodge a 189, 190, even a 491 visa. Now, lots of people have a section 48 bar or schedule 3. Now, in order to meet that one, lots of people go offshore, taking a bridging visa B, apply a visa, and then come back on that visa again and wait for the visa grant to happen. So this can lead to a smooth process towards your PR. So you need to coordinate your registered migration agent in order to know more about this pathway. Whereas it's no harm to apply on a bridging visa A or B if you get an invite for 189, 491 or 190. We have got another very important question. Can I apply? Alrighty, so welcome back. Let's talk about the Victoria, because before the break we were discussing about the state sponsorship that the Victoria started inviting. There was another invitation round yesterday happened. Now what Victoria is doing, Victoria is at the moment prioritizing two streams. One is their critical, industry sector, especially in terms of health, medical science, engineering, and related to IT and all. But again, these are the priority sectors. They are inviting people. Apart from that, they're also inviting people who have skill partners. So, for instance, if you are applying for a Victoria State sponsorship and you do have a skill partner who has a skill assessment along with the relevant English score, in order to get maximum 10 points, they have been invited earlier. So, and if you are under the critical sector and then you also have the skill partner, then it's a double fees. You would get the invite earlier comparatively to other people. Yesterday we got another invite only on 65 points. The person is onshore. Recently, she got the registration as a general practitioner, and we got her 190 only on 65 points. So Victoria is quite generous in terms of giving invitations with lower points as well. So the myth was that Victoria will only invite those who have highest points. That's not the case. You need to be in the industry. So if you're in a relevant or critical industry, then Victoria will invite you. Now, 491 invites are coming very less because they have lesser quota, but again, they are still inviting. I've heard that they have invited accountants and chefs as well. So we never know that, say the next coming round or whenever they do the invites, they will invite more tradesperson as well. Because what my observation is, or what I have seen, that they are doing rounds with different industries. So earlier they started with engineering, then they went to the medical. Now most likely they will go to the information technology industry. They will invite those occupations, and then the circle goes on and on. So this is how it's going to happen. Now let's take a quick question. We have one query. Ramiz is asking, hello Neil, I have applied for my 190 visa offshore through Thinka on 7 December. How should I wait for more? How long should I wait more for the grant? So Ramiz, as you know, the applications are in queue. They are getting processed. Since you have applied in 7 December, then I believe that there are chances that you may get in 1 or 2 months max. My assumption, or my what my experience is, that you might get it maximum by December 2023. So 12 months processing, but maybe earlier as well, but maximum goes up to December. Let's go to the next question. So Jayashil asking, hi Neil, as you know, I've applied for Sydney RDF Women's. When it's going to send nomination, they'll consider me. Yes, so generally, New South Wales will consider those applications they already have in the pipeline. So obviously, if we have applied last time and they put you in the queue, they will consider you more further. Right now, they haven't given any deadlines for the RDA. Most likely, similar to last year, they started in October, November, and I believe pretty much similar it will happen here as well. Now, again, as I said, they will be prioritizing those who already have applied and their RD applications are with them in the queue. So they will be given more chance first. Let's go to the next question. All right, so Life of the Go Food Travel and Beyond is asking, what's your view on invites for finance manager for Victoria and New South Wales? If you belongs to a critical industry, then definitely finance manager can be invited. As I said, you need to be in a STEM industry, regardless if you're onshore, offshore. And again, if you have a skill partner, then they will definitely be considering you. Finance manager can be invited. I've heard that they've invited accountants in last round, not this round, which last to last round, what I meant to say. So finance manager is also in the place. They can definitely consider you. New South Wales, I'm not sure. They are not very clear about the policy. But again, if you have seen the New South Wales policy, which we have discussed last time, they again are relying mainly on STEM industry. So they're technically more towards more nominated occupations, which comes under the STEM qualifications. So engineering and all those. So New South Wales would be a bit difficult, but Victoria might consider you for finance manager. Let's go to the next question. Hasnan Aziz asking, Dear Anil, what are chances for industrial pharmacist 75 with the state's nomination? Good chances if you're onshore or offshore. Victoria would be a good option for you. South Australia is a good option for you. But again, South Australia requires, if you are interstate or overseas, they require a job offer, which is a bit of difficulty. Western Australia, you can see, because again, they are also, very much active giving the invitations, but yes, Victoria would be a good option for you as well. All right, so let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll take more questions. If you have any questions, feel free to put any questions you like. Don't feel like you are asking any silly questions. Don't worry. I'll try to answer as much as I could. Let's take a break, and after the break, we'll take more questions. Thank you. Another important question, can I apply for a 190 or 189 after getting a 491? You cannot. So once you have a 491 visa, you cannot apply for 189 and 190. Now, the only pathway you have is to keep the 491, meet the 3 years living and working requirement in a designated regional area, and then apply for 191. That is also a direct permanent residency application, but you have to meet that 3 years of conditions which is on your 491 in order to apply for 191. Hope that helps. Alrighty, so welcome back, team. So let's take the new question if we have any, and then we'll go to the Western Australia state sponsorship. That how they are inviting people, and there is a very controversial topic, construction subsidy visa program. So we'll discuss about that one as well. Rami is asking, I'm going to add my newborn as a dependent. Will this delay my application or expedite? Rami, doesn't matter much. If you add your newborn as a dependent, it won't much put any effect on your application. You need to ensure that you have your child's passport, birth certificates, everything is submitted. As soon as the files open up, case officer might ask for the medical examination, which you need to submit. Depends on how old your child is. If the child is some months, then they might ask for giving a letter and an e-medical consent, which immigration will send us. So there's nothing we can do at the moment. We need to wait for until the immigration opens up your file and requests for the final request. Let's go to the next question. So Akul Sajdev, what are chances of 491 or 90 points of analyst programmer? Please tell me Himani this side. Okay. So Himani, good chances. They just started inviting lots of states. So you need to be patiently waiting. Analyst programmer, more likely 190 would be an ideal. But say if you're going with the 90 points with 491, that means that you have 75 points itself. Again, good chances for offshore. Offshore people have better chances compared to onshore. That's I don't know how they're doing it, but this is what it is. But yes, there would be a wait of 3 to 4 months, but 491 definitely, you might be able to crack it quicker. So chances are good for sure. Let's go to the next question. Continued question, for finance manager, should be considering other options like South Australia, Western Australia, Queensland, what possible could be there. First, I need to know whether you're onshore and offshore, and then I'll try to answer. So can you just put in the comment box whether you're onshore, offshore, and then I'll give you the detailed answer on that one. Let's go to the next question. So Mesh is asking, my friend got 491 Victoria at 70 points, including stayed as a chef, but I did not get at 85 points, already living in regional for 3 years. It depends on variety of reasons, but first reason could be a skill partner. Your friend might have a skill partner, that's why they have got it. Other one is that where exactly he's been working. So as a chef, if he's working in a STEM industry, so the critical industry, then he might get invited earlier. For instance, the aged care facility, if he's a chef in the aged care facility, he might get invited earlier. So that needs to be also closely seen. So again, regardless of points which we have from this live, we started with this statement that regardless of points, they're also inviting in 65 points. It depends on how your profiling is. So again, we need to keep a close eye on this one. What your profile is. We have lodged your profile. You need to then email to my team. We'll double check it for you. If you have lodged by yourself, then we need to dig into what exactly your profile is, because each and every points and each and every information matters. Let's go to the next question. All right, so Life on Go is offshore. Team, if you can put the Life on Go previous question so we can, yeah. So finance manager should be considering other options. Like, yeah, definitely. You should, for offshore, what my team does it, we apply to all states and we lodge a separate EOS for everyone. So that way it's going to be easier for the applicants to have better chance to get an invite. If you just keep focus on Victoria, then ultimately if Victoria won't invite, then you would be on disadvantage. South Australia, lesser chance because obviously you don't have a job offer, so South Australia may or may not consider you. Western Australia, we need to closely check whether finance manager is there, and I'm not sure about the Queensland or whether they have a finance manager in their Q Sol list. So you need to run through the Q Sol list. If it's there, then you can definitely apply. And for Queensland, you need to keep only one UI, either 491 or 190. Let's go to the next question. Can you show backlog for chefs? We don't have any stats for how much the backlog is for the chefs, but yes, as I told you, there are different factors for which they invite people. So you need to consider that one. Let's go to the next question. Junaid, if 25th, there's no correspondent visa applicant, it's been 8 months. Chance of getting invite before. So Mohammed, generally, lots of people who have applied in December, they're still waiting. So my prediction is that they will, uh, clear up the backlog by December end. That's what I've given an answer to another question we have recently. That guy is waiting on 190 state sponsorships. So pretty much state sponsorships, they will be finishing the backlog by December 2023. That's what their plan is. So hopefully anytime sooner, because one of our clients got 189. He's been waiting for so long as well, and touchwood, he gets it, and we are very happy because the case was quite complex and challenging. So again, hopefully he'll get it. I know that we'll get the visa, but it's more about when. So yeah, I'm pretty much hopeful as early as possible. Let's go to the next question. So what about 190? Furkan is asking, what about 190 visa grant? How long it will take now? Ramiz Javed has become okay. Yep, I've already given answer Furkan to Ramiz, so you can coordinate with him and check my my live recording as well if you like to have that answer. It won't affect the processing in short. That's the bottom line. Let's start with the next question. Nakul, for now, Victoria started inviting. Yeah, cool. And Himani. So Victoria started, Western Australia also started, but I think this month they haven't invited so far. So probably today or tomorrow, because they generally do every first week of every month. So let's keep a close eye on Western Australia. Queensland is also inviting, but Queensland is only inviting offshore people as of now. Let's hope Victoria started inviting because 491 points are good. It's more about the waiting game because 491 quota is lesser, so it's getting slower. But yet assured that chances are pretty good. Let's go to the next question. Mesh says, can I extend my TR which is expiring? If you fall under that specific list, Mesh, then you can definitely, there is a list of TR extension 485 on the department website as well. You run through that one. If you put your, degree or, qualification you have done in Australia, we can double check for you and get back to you. My team will get back to your TR team. Just put your, course name, and if you can message us your number and email ID, we'll definitely going to help you out. Let's go to the next question. So Vajad Sheikh asking, I've applied EOIs in May 2023 for telecom network engineer, but still not get any invite, any state. Is there? Vajad, in May, no state were inviting. They just started inviting last month, and Victoria started inviting this month. So you need to wait. Telecom network engineer is a very good chance. As I said, STEM qualifications, all STEM qualification has good chances. It's more about if you have a skill partner, then you have better priority. If you don't have it, then you need higher points. But yes, they will sooner later start inviting. All right. So who is the next? There is a Furkan. Okay, Furkan was the one who got the 190. Congratulations, Furkan, and thank you so much for patiently waiting for this one. I hope you will be in Melbourne very soon and we'll catch up. All the best. Life on go saying thank you for the detail. How does one demonstrate UI in a STEM industry within your UI? So EY, when you put nominated occupation, they generally connects you with the STEM industry. So EY is all connected. ROI, you just need to put, if you're onshore, you need to put your salary. If you're offshore, you put $0. But then they see you from the EY, not from ROI. South Australia is a different ballgame because South Australia asks for lots of information, so they technically know. And then it's case officer saying so they manually see each and everything, and it depends on a case officer. They'll pick your file for this round or next round. So this is how they do it. Let's go to the next question. Was yesterday on Victoria and ACD? Victoria, definitely. I have no idea about the ACD as of now, but I believe that Victoria was as because we got an invite for one of the journal practitioners on 65 points. So if you run through my live session, the recorded one, I have given the complete whole information of Victoria, whom they have invited, and what was the criteria of their invitation for yesterday round. Mohammad Junaid Khan asking, in your opinion, which month visa offshore under the consideration of maximum by November, December? Junaid, that's the max. That's what they have given the policy. They need to clear up the backlogs as early as possible. Let's go to the next. Why did ACD not publish matrix cutoff like last time? So, again, my KT. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So my KT at the moment we are not sure because I'm not sure whether they have started inviting or there was around yesterday. We'll dig into this matter. We'll let you know, but I haven't got any updates for the ACD as of now. Let's go to the next question. Yes, so Furkan, there would be an increase in the state's, quota next year. So Jan, Feb, they will get more quota. That's what we have heard. So there are lots of positive news are coming to increase the quota mid-year, mid-financial year. That is Jan or Feb 2024. Let's go to the next question. All right, so Ramiz Javed asks, can the 190 visa holder live and work in other state? Does it affect the future? Generally you can live anywhere. Technically moral obligation is to stay in the same state, but for as a visa grant or on the visa condition you can stay in any states. It doesn't matter much, and it generally won't affect any citizenship because you're not breaching anything. Let's go to the next question. Mike 80 asking, in 491 visa can one live in any regional area? Yes, that's correct. So as per the 491 visa conditions, you can be in any regional or designated Australia. So say if you've got a nomination in South Australia, you can live in NT as well, but you need to inform department in 14 days if you're moving from one state to another state or if you're changing any of the locations. Let's take a quick break. After the break, whoever wants to ask further queries or questions, feel free to do so. I'm more than happy to answer you. But let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll resume the QA session. Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja. I'm a registered migration agent and co-founder of ThinkHack Consultants. Lots of people ask me which are the best states for nurses, doctors, and chefs, and even early childhood teachers. So my point of view is all the states in Australia which offer the state sponsorships are good, but predominantly at the moment Victoria is one of the best states for teachers, chefs and nurses, whereas on the second tier New South Wales, then Western Australia, then it would be NT, South Australia, Tasmania, and the last but not the least Queensland. But my top first priority would be the Victorian state. Hope that helps you out selecting the right states for your permanent state sponsorship application. Alrighty, welcome back. Let's take further questions if anybody has it. Otherwise, so meanwhile, our audience start putting more queries. Let's talk about the Western Australia. Western Australia inviting lots of construction and building related occupations. For instance, civil engineer, civil construction draft person, and so on and so forth. Even contract administrator, program administrator, they all falls under the CSVP program. Now, what CSVP program? Because lots of people and lots of myth, and I've also made a YouTube video. It's a some in Pakistan people are scamming on CSVP. Now CSVP is called the Construction Subsidy Visa Program, that is designed for those who fall under construction and building industry. Now the process would be all same. So it's not that you are a civil engineer, so you straight away get the visa. That's not true. Now in Pakistan, lots of agents are selling like this. They are charging hefty amount of money, and at the end you won't be getting any results. So you need to always consider a registered migration agent, not any XYZ agent. First thing. Now the process would be all same. You need to get a skill assessment done. You need to apply for Western Australia, EY, and then if they invite you, then you need to apply for the visa. This is how it happens, and then they will give you, some sort of the bonuses and incentives, 5,000 for first installment and next 5,000 after 6 months. But again, there is a requirement to that one, that you need to work in a construction and building industry. So it's not like that if you won't work they will give you. So that's very important as well. So again, don't get into the dodgy agents. They are just selling things, and we really want that you should keep a distance with those. Don't pay anything to those dodgy agents. A big disclaimer to you, and the video link my just team has put it on the on the screen, and you can check it on a comments box as well. You'll find that one. Make sure that you follow that link. Watch out my video. So in the video I've said CVSP, but it's CSVP, so pretty much the same thing. You'll get the concept in. Let's go to the QA session now. So Furkan asking, when will become eligible for citizenship? Me and Ramesh both live in Melbourne for 2 years now. It's almost 2 years. What? So you need to then live another 2 more years, and that will meet the 4 years living requirement, and then you can apply. So this is how it generally happens. So the 2 years you have been offshore, that would be lapsed. So another 2 years, that will also meet the 1 year post PR requirement, and that will meet your citizenship requirement as well. Let's go to the next question. Kuratala, I apply my U as a physician 190 state. How long it will take? My university just allow leave. Kuratulan, we are really hopeful that by next round or whatever the coming round would be, they will be inviting you, because recently we got the general practitioner one, and they're also inviting lots of medical professional, you know, applicants. The only thing is that you need to be in a regional Victoria in order to get an invitation for 491 and 190. You all sorted. So let's hope that by next round you would have an invite, and I'm pretty hopeful for that one. Let's go to the next question. So Man is asking, we lodge our visa in July, and any idea when we'll get the grant? So which visa, Man? If you can just put 19049, and whether my team has lodged it or you applied by yourself. If you can just let us know, so I'm more than happy to answer that query. Let's go to the next question. So Fahad Nasi said, recently I've received positive outcome for Vitas Health and Welfare Manager NEC. Now I'm preparing for my language exam. If I get 20 points in my points in language, then my points would be 80 for 190. Very good, perspective of Health and Welfare Manager NEC. We're doing for lots of our clients. Last year we got 45190 straight away, only on 65 70 points. So you have very good chance in order to get the invite. So yeah, hopefully things gonna be good. Yeah. Let's go to the next question. All right, so Furkan Javed asking how long the partner visa takes nowadays. Partner visa takes 8 to 12 months, and it may go up to longer as well. So generally what we do, we'll apply a partner visa and then a visitor visa in order to bring your wife here to Australia. That's the best we can do it. All right, so all good months. So it's gonna take some time. So if you lodge a visa end of July, so lots of people are waiting. Those who have already lodged in November, December, so you need to wait for another 4 to 6 months more. So not until March or April. You have to wait for 491. Let's go to the next question. Sir, I have one question. Kuratulan asking, sir, I have one question more. When the next round start, what about my health officer? All right, so Kurat, next there is no rounds for Victoria. They're randomly inviting. So 2 weeks back they invited. Now after 2 weeks there was another round yesterday. So hopefully next few days or in 1 week or 2 week, they will start doing another round. Your skill assessment is under process. So as soon as we get an outcome, we'll let you know. Hopefully in next 1 or 2 weeks, not more than that. Let's go to the next question. What are my chances to get an invite from any state? Fahad, you have very good chances. New South Wales is a good option for you. Victoria, Western Australia as well. And I need to check the Queensland. So have good opportunities. Yeah. Furkan, how can we inform the department regarding changes? It's 1221 form. So you need to fill that one and send it to department, or you can post it. If you use, the agent, then you need to just send them the form. And what we normally do is send it through our portal or through the email account as well. So that can be another option to go for. Yep. So I think I mistakenly said 1221. It's 1022 form. So it's 1022 form, change of circumstances that needs to be filled and sent to the department by post or through your agent. All right. So one depends. Yep. It depends on profession as well, but it's more towards the queue. Okay. So obviously nurses and health professionals will get invite early, visa grant earlier comparatively those who are, say, like you, graphic designer, accountants, and IT. But you would be also in queue. Hopefully you'll get it. At the moment they have set the priority, but what government is saying that they will clear the backlog. So priority would not matter anymore. It was earlier when the COVID finishes, but now it seems like they are inviting or they are granting visa to everyone. All right, so Furkan, for that one, you need to contact the team. They will guide you through what documents are required and what needs to be done. And generally, once we submit, then ultimately in 2 3 days they update. But documentation, the team will guide you through. All the best. All right, let's take a quick break. After the break, I think let's talk about the New South Wales a bit and Queensland, and then we'll wrap up the session. So let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll be discussing about these two states. Cheers. Hello everyone. There is an interesting fact about the OET Occupational English Test. Department of Home Affairs will be accepting OET test if you combine two tests together to meet the superior or proficient English. This liberty is only given to OET test itself. So for instance, if you going to the PT or IELTS, you won't be able to get the same liberty, whereas for the OET, you can combine together, as I said earlier, to make it proficient or superior in order to get maximum points towards your general skill migration. Thank you. Alrighty, so welcome back. So let's take a few more questions and then we'll discuss about Queensland and New South Wales for Kanjavit, so we don't need the 1229 form. It's 1022 form, not 1229 form. Hope that helps. All right, so let's go to the next question. So Nikhil Phule, was there any migration conference in Sydney at MIA? If yes, updates on charges. There was a migration conference in Sydney at MIA 10 to 13. Once we get the formal news, updates or new release from that MIA conference, and we'll let you know. Generally, the MIA conference was to elect the new CEO and the members. Apart from that, there was no drastic updates from them. But I'll share the news release in next couple of days through our social media handle, and hopefully you'll get complete information on that one. Let's go to the next question. Arfin, so here in Australia, I'm pursuing master in professional, but wanted to change my course now. Can you suggest which course chosen for easy PR for pathway other than doing an MPA? Arfin, it would completely depends on what exactly, how much scores you have it. So if you have a good IELTS or English score, you can go to the early childhood course as well, or bachelor's of accounting or something like that. Now, since you're already on a master visa, I would suggest you to finish that MPA, then go to the nursing or early childhood, that will meet your English requirement for early childhood to have 4 years of study in Australia, whereas for nursing you need seven each. So if you have these courses and you can change the course with these two courses, they are really good compared if you don't have a background of science and engineering. Let's go to the next question. Simmer Singh, why is 1899 has been delayed? Simmer, no idea. Department has the only indication they have given is that they already have lots of ongoing applications for 189 which needs to be finished. That's why they're not doing any further 189 rounds. Let's go to the next question. Ramesh Javed, sir, I have been asked to fill 1022 form, from which one of your team and other have asked to 1229 form. 1229 form is to add a child and have a consent to grant a visa. That's a part of the application. We're talking about the change of circumstances, but again, this is more official thing. So it means it's better that you speak to the team and they'll guide you through. So rather than we discuss this thing at this session, but yes, 1229 form needs to be added down the line if the immigration requires. Most likely it's 1022 form with passport and birth certificate. We already told you, and team will guide you through further on this one. 1229 form is tentatively we'll keep it with us if needed be. Let's go to the next question. What is section they ask for? Okay, so section 56 is there is further request if they need any medical examination, police checks, and all those stuff. So that's called the further information request, section 56. Let's go to the next question. What does flag represent in the EMI account? There isn't any flag in front of my application. It's moved to flag means there are still few things pending. So if the flag is not there, it means it's in a final stage for the assessment and ready to grant the visa. Let's go to the next question. Furkan, it's better you already in touch with one of our team members, Mahak, so it's better to keep in touch with them. Whatever they're guiding you, please make sure that you follow that one for Amis, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. Let's go to the next question. What about social welfare or cookery? Again, these cookery courses and social welfare courses requires extensive English, work experience after your study. So if you do a commercial cookery, then you need to go to a job ready program. And again, chefs are struggling, as we have seen one of the comments of other people as well. So I won't suggest personally to commercial until unless you have good chance to get employed in one of the restaurants. Social, you need to have a bachelor of social work, or you can start with diploma of community services, then bachelors of social work. That can also be done. So that is something you need to do it. If your commerce background did become computers, then I would suggest you move to MIS, Master of Information System. That's even better than MPA. So that is also you can do it. Let's all right. So now let's talk about the New South and Queensland. New South Wales and yet to invite lots of people. Haven't heard any invites being done for the New South Wales apart from few onshore. So let's hope the New South Wales start inviting, because that's the biggest state and most invites will come through New South Wales. So this is one thing. Apart from Queensland, always look into QSOL for offshore applicants. Onshore applicants pretty generic. If you worked in your nominated occasion in 6 months, you're still working, you'll get an invite. We recently got one of our client invite in next day. He is a business analyst, so you can see business analysts are getting invites very quickly. He was only on 70 points. So that is how the things are working out for Queensland. They are mostly inviting onshore people, offshore very few. But yes, you need to run through the Q solers in order to have a better chance to get an invite. Let's go to the next question. Gurman Kaur, just finished my honors in psychology. What is the PR pathway towards it? So Gurman, first you need to get your degree assessment as a psychologist. And for psychologist, I believe you need to apply for registration first and then the skill assessment process. So that would be the first stage, and then you apply for EO and ROI. So this is how it's going to work it out. If you have done it onshore, then if your study is accredited, then registration would be easier. If it's offshore, then there is a whole lot process. Contact my team, they'll guide you through how to get the psychologist skill assessment, and then we can lodge your EOS and RF for different states to get an invite. Victoria would be a very good option for you. Let's go to the next question. Man, what state is best for graphic design and marketing between both states are good. So I think if you try to apply to both states, UNR, wise both are good. But I'm not sure about Western Australia whether they are inviting graphic designers for offshore. We need to see the WIMSOL list, Schedule 2. If the list Schedule 2 has graphic designer, then good chance. South Australia also a good chance, but again, you need to have a job or to have a priority. So, both are equally good. We need to see where you fall. Yeah, let's go to the next question. Akul asking, can you please let me know which states have priority for analyst programmer? Victoria, I think Queensland has it. So Queensland, you can check it. Western Australia. So these three states. All right. So Arfine is asking, it's been 3 months that I started MPIC. Can you suggest the cheapest and best course option that I think, Arfine, it's better to go with MIS. If you downgrade, then you need to apply for new visa. And now the issue is that new visas are quite challenging if you downgrade. So it's better you go with Master Information Systems and rather than going with the MPA. Or if you completely want to downgrade, then you need to take a bit of risk. But you can discuss with this in the meeting because there are lots of nitty-gritties we need to discuss regarding your visa conditions and all right, guys, I hope that I have answered maximum questions. I'll try to answer as quicker as possible so we can cover lots of questions. And I hope that this session will help you out building more confidence if you are under the process of getting an Australian immigration. I'll take the last question and then we'll take a leave. So Rahul asking, are there any invitations around happening in October? Victoria already been inviting people, so there is no specific round. Yesterday they started inviting few occupations, so throughout the month they will do it. Western Australia yet to do it in few days, as I said. Maybe over the weekend or Monday or Tuesday they will be inviting. Hope that helps. Furkan, you can apply onshore, but yeah, but you need to be onshore to get the card in because they won't be posting you offshore. Alrighty, thank you so much, audience and viewers who have joined us for today's live session. If you liked it, the session, put in the comment box that you liked it. I also would like you to put 5-star reviews to our social media platforms that will help us out doing more frequent sessions. Today I've done one. If you give me 55-star reviews, I'll come next week again for another live session, and put in the comment box if you like it. Give me a thumbs up, give me a review, and once I'll run through it, I'll make sure that I'll come next week and give you more insight over more and take more questions of your. All the best and hope you get Australian immigration with a positive outcome. If you're under the process, or if you're not, then please do contact Thinker Consultants. All the best. Thank you.